Now this horse, we just did a little bit of warm up with him on the ground, but not very much, so he's still pretty fresh. And when I'm riding in a strange place, I like to just kind of ease around and not ask too much of them to start with. I'm thinking about that John Wayne posture. I'm thinking about looking where I'm going. This horse, where is his body at relative to what's going on here? And it feels like to me that his hip is just a little bit to the inside, so we're straight on. I like for my horses to be straight. Like that a horse will use bending as an excuse to avoid what you want them to do. I do bend my horses, but I bend my horses for a specific reason, and that is to get them soft. And so I like for the horse to just carry his posture straight. I call it straightforward and relaxed. That's what I want them to be. I like for my horses to be forward. Forward motion is one of the best friends that you have when it comes to riding a horse. You know, we've all been places and we found that there was something ahead that our horse didn't want to go past, and if we don't have the ability to get them forward, we're kind of at an impasse. So forward motion becomes a really good friend. So I'm going to just let this horse carry me around here a little bit. I'm going to see if I can soften this horse up just a little bit and get him to just tuck his nose. Notice I'm still in that John Wayne posture, and I'm just looking forward, and I'm wanting this horse to just hold his head up and look out, look where he's. To me, I want my horse to have their head up a little bit. I think we've been sort of duped into thinking that because we horses winning in fairly big events, looking at the ground and their head real low, we get to thinking that that's the way we should have our horses going. And for most practical riding, trail riding, working cows, barrel racing, roping, about anything that we do with our horses here that doesn't involve just an outright pleasure horse show or a reining class, and those horses that are doing that are highly trained, and they're highly athletic, and they're very good horses and can carry their head that low and still perform at a pretty high level. In my opinion, for an average kind of horse, if their head's up a little bit, it's going to be easier for them to see where they're going. It's going to be easier for them to do what we want them to do. It's going to be easier for them to stop, turn. Everything becomes easier. If they're straightforward and relaxed, I want them soft. When I take a hold of their face like that, I want them to tuck their nose. I don't want that to be rigid right there. But I'm just looking for that horse to come on up. I'm going to ask him to extend the trot here. When I extend the trot, I'll go ahead and stand up, and I just bring that bridle rein up to his ears, and I ask him to go on one foot at a time. Just ask him to reach. I might ride across the middle of the barn and go straight across. I don't like to hang out on that rail too long, because a horse will develop a dependency on the rail. If I just stay on the rail, ride around on the rail when I'm inside, when I go outside, my horse is lost. So I ride a pattern like this. I'm riding a straight line there. I made a square turn. Now I'm riding a straight line. I'm going to make a square turn. I'm going to make a square turn. I'm riding a straight line. See, I just completed a square back there. Now I'm headed for another square here. Straight on, turn, straight, turn, straight, middle of the barn, turn, straight, all the way across. I just completed another square. Now I'm going to turn here, straight, here, straight, here, straight on. I let going straight across the barn be an opportunity for my horse to experience freedom. Going straight there is a reward for listening to me to get him to. There's the turn, there's the straight. Basically, I'm just looking where I'm going, riding where I'm looking, keeping this horse on a lot of straight lines. Another exercise that I like to do a lot of, I'll come to the middle and stop, do an immediate roll back, take off in the same direction I was going. Stop, get a roll back. Come on out of there. I just want him to be real comfortable making that roll back going the same direction. Now change direction. I'm going to come in here and hold this wrong lead, canter around. Why do I do this? Get the horse listening to my legs and to keep the horse from anticipating. Get the horse not anxious. Now it feels better to him than when I go this way. So So being on the correct lead is more comfortable. Set the stage here. Pick that counter canter. He changed leads. I didn't want him to change leads. I'll ask him to change leads here. Go straight into the counter canter this way. Him to counter there. So basically, I just ride around and I just change up what I do. I stay interesting to the horse when I'm riding him, and I don't want my horse to really know what I'm wanting him to do, so he has to listen to me for whatever it is that I'm asking him to do. Just like the conversation we had with him when we were on the ground. It's basically just helping this horse to not anticipate what's coming next. Right now I'm asking this horse to use his hind end going to the left up against this left bridle rein. I'm using my right leg, right seat bone, left bridle rein, looking where I'm going. Now I'm going to come out of this and go straight, and now I'm going to use my right bridle rein and left leg, and this is an exercise that I do quite a bit of to get my horse soft, get the horse using the back part of his body to engage that hind end, and to get that real soft lifting in the back. And once I get a horse listening to me real well, I just like to let them have a lot of bridle rein, let them relax. Yeah, this is kind of like the Liberty work. It's probably not real practical. Probably not going to, go out across the pasture doing this, but it's just kind of something that's kind of fun to do. And it just product of a horse listening to you, respecting you, and communicating with that horse in a way that makes sense to the horse. I'm simply looking where I'm going, and I'm following through with my body, telling him what I want him to do, and having him follow through with what I want.